Alright, I'm gonna start this. I try to start it like once a month in the winter, maybe once every 6 weeks. It's been about 6 weeks, so I'm gonna start it real quick. What's up, raza? This is Big Mundo and I'm back with another video. Today's video is, well, first off, sorry I haven't posted, but it's winter. It's starting to get better out here. Still cold, still a little bit of snow. It's a little gloomy right now. I did take some video yesterday when it was a little sunny, but as you can see, it's all gloomy today, and there's more snow for tomorrow. But it's getting better. It's getting warmer. Just right around the corner where we can get on our bikes and ride again. So today's video is really on my review on my 2015 Chieftain that I never did. Little history, background on some of my riding skills. I still consider myself a new rider. I've been riding for about 10 years now. The first bike I ever had was a 2000 Road King Classic, big bike, and that was a good bike. But when Indian come out, I wanted something different. So I wanted to try something different. I like the fender and everything, the real classic look. And it came out in 2014. I waited 1 year for 2015, and that's when I pulled the trigger and bought this baby right here, which is real awesome. Anyways, so for those of you guys that want to buy an older Indian and are not sure, maybe this will help, maybe it won't. But so far, I'm going to give you some pros and cons, my pros and cons of this bike, my opinion, of course. And you could look at it your own and go from there. But I guess my first big con, and it's not a big one really, was coming from a Harley and not other bikes. I was used to the Harley noise, engine noise. When I went to an Indian, it was totally different, a lot smoother, but totally different sound. It took me a while to get used to. Some people will say that it almost sounds like a sewing machine, but I've heard other folks that don't have Harleys and love the way it sounds. But it took me about a good year just to get used to it. I don't know why it bothered me, but at first it did bother me a little bit. And now I'm used to the sound, so that was the first con for me. The second big con for me, and I'm going to start with the cons, was the actual paint. I don't think the paint was as good as it should be. I think the paint is kind of soft in the earlier years. I know they had a whole different paint department and got better with their paint, but these first early years, I think the paint's real soft. You really got to watch with what kind of cloth you're washing it and everything, because you'll end up getting these little superficial like squirrely marks from whatever you're cleaning it with. And then you got to buff them out, clean them out, wax it, and all that good stuff. Still looks good, but I think the paint's a little soft. And I know the paint now is a lot better, but I'm still good. I mean, it's still good. Let me see here. I will go and start with the next con. It's probably the seat. I love the leather work, or the leather on the seat, but not very comfortable. And it's maybe just me and my big behind. I don't know, but I know there's other complaints. The seat's not very comfortable. I do use a padding for the seat when I'm going long distance, and that seems to help out a lot. Of course, you can always buy a better seat. I have not done that yet, but I know the seats people have got complaints on that. Another con for me would probably be some of the chrome, is what I call new age chrome, is plastic. So some of the edging is chrome, but it's, you know, plastic, like new cars. And it seems if you're not too careful, it doesn't. You're gonna have to replace it here within 3-4 years, which is not a real big deal, but still, I think they could have done a better job with some of the plastic chroming, I guess. But these are all small cons and cosmetic ones. The next one's probably the heat. This guy right here, if you're stuck in traffic and on a hot day, stuck in traffic, this is gonna start heating up your leg, your right leg here on inside part. Normally when I get stuck, I kind of like have to adjust the way I put my leg so I don't get burned up. But once you're running, it's no big deal. So keep that in mind. I don't know how the newer ones are right now, but that's a con. And I know you can take the cat out, it cools it down, and do some other things. But I have not touched my bike. It's pretty much stock. The only thing I did was get some slip-ons, little, you know, whatever this is called. But I have not done anything to it, so it's pretty much stock, and I love it the way it is. I've been all over. I've been all over with this bike. I've been to South Dakota twice. Been down south to Arkansas, and a lot up to Minnesota, Wisconsin. I mean, I've been everywhere with this bike, and there's still a lot of more adventures that me and this bike are still in the process of doing here. All right, let's go ahead and go with some pros now. The pro for the bike, well, I'm going to start with the engine. Earlier I complained about the noise, but the engine, and it's not souped up or nothing. It doesn't have the stage 2 or, you know, none of that stuff performance wise, and I think it has more than enough power for what I need. I know a lot of folks tweak it and make it super fast and all that good stuff, but don't need it. Do not need it. This is enough power. The 111, perfect. So that's a big con for me, the engine. Another one is the suspension. I'm a big guy, and this sucker's got, I think, 4 inches of travel. It's got the Foxchalk mono in there. You could adjust it to your weight, to the style that you want to ride. Once you narrow it down and figure out what works best for you, it's real simple. You don't have to take nothing off, just the little cover here. You get a pump. It's got a gauge on it. You pump it up to wherever you want, and you're off. And I tell you what, for going all over the place, I have not bottomed out on this bike yet. It's so smooth. It's just awesome. Awesome suspension for a big guy. I'm very, very comfortable riding this bike. Probably another pro here is the bike's heavy, you know, when you stand it up, but once you get going, I don't know if it's the rake or what, you do not feel the weight. Once you get going, this sucker's easy to maneuver, easy to turn. I mean, it is quick. I mean, it's unreal how easy it is to ride this bike. Another pro is, see a lot of this chrome here? I mean, it comes loaded with chrome. Right after, you know, right out of the gate, right from the dealer. You don't have to buy anything. That's It's all chromed out. There's nothing to add really. You know, when you buy other bikes, you gotta add this, you gotta add that. There's chrome wise, nope. I add a little bit of stuff, that aftermarket stuff, but right off the bat, I mean, right out of the dealer, it's all chromed out, so you're good to go. That's another big pro, in my opinion. And also the biggest pro for this bike that I really, really love, and I don't know how many bikes are out there like this. Of course, the windshield goes up and down, so I love using that when I'm out in the interstate or whatnot to get less buffeting. And what really is really nice is the bags locking with your fob or your controls here. You don't have to put a key in there and lock it and unlock it. Hit a button, locks, unlocks. Awesome, very awesome. So those are just a few pros I'm mentioning. I mean, there's more, but those are the basic ones right now that I'm going to share with you guys. So I got like 40-some thousand miles on this. I've seen on social media where some folks have over 100 already, and there was one that had over 200. So if that tells you anything about the product, you know, the bike, engine, whatnot, I don't know what else to tell you. But for those folks that are on the fence, I know I was on the fence when they first come out, and you only live once, so I tried. Went with an Indian, and I'm very happy. And maybe buy another one here shortly. Who knows? That's all I have. My review of my 2015, and there'll be more videos to come. Big Mundo out.